What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. Oh, it's I say this all the time, but yeah, it's been running around and stuff and just trying to getting stuff done. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I forget, like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be doing this thing. And so yeah, so I'm back. Give me a second. Yeah, so this was if you're here the first cipher of the day, this is the thing I was talking about. It's called cherry bundi. It's 100% juice, and it's 150 tart cherries in every bottle. It's kind of awesome, and so yeah, it gets me through the day. Like it says, it does all this stuff. Oh, whoops. Oh, I just messed something up. This is what happens when I get for trying to do multiple things. But yeah, so it says nature's secret weapon for enhanced recovery. Nice, and I've been kind of running around a lot, so I need as much recovery as possible. And so again, not sponsored at all, but it was like it's tart cherry juice plus apple juice from concentrate. And so it says drink 8 ounces post workout for maximum recovery. And they have like the little measuring things here. So I guess I'm just supposed to drink up to there after running around and stuff. But yeah, no, it's pretty cool. It says it's supposed to do a bunch, like it's supposed to help you sleep and all type of randomness. But I was like, I like cherries, and so it's better than like drinking a bunch of like soda and random things. So just give me a second. This will be expensive though too. So like so I try to like sip a little bit. All right, but you're not here for that. So let's get into it. So welcome to untilit.works. This is like it's like an online study group thing that I created a lot for myself so that I set aside time to work on stuff. So I know for me, every Sunday, I'm setting aside time to get stuff done that I've been meaning to get done because I have like a long list of things I would like to do, but I never get to them. So I'm just taking the time to actually do them. And for me, it's helped because I've gotten a lot of side projects done and out there and just out of my brain, and it feels good. So, yeah, let's talk about what we have here. So, untilit.works is a site I created, and this is made up of ciphers. Now, ciphers are 3-hour blocks, right? So one cipher, 3 hours. Each cipher consists of 2 types of sessions. There's the work session, which if you join a little bit earlier, that's what you're in. And then the break sessions, which is this. Break sessions are an opportunity. They're about 15, they happen 15 minutes after the hour and last about 15, 20 minutes, depending on whatever I'm talking about or whoever's on stage. And just a chance to kind of like stretch, just give it a stretch. Oh, that's good. And walk around, kind of get your mind off of whatever it is that you're working on, because sometimes you get stuck and you just get into this focus where you're like, I need to get this thing worked out. But then sometimes you like walk away from it and your brain has the time to kind of like relax and recover. And you're like, oh, that's right. That thing, that's you figured out what it was that you were missing. So that's what these are for, to kind of, just let your mind wander a little bit. All right. And then, so see right now, this is the video with my face on there. Below that, you'll see it says you may need to have to click play, because if you ever hop in on the site and we're in a break session, browsers don't allow for autoplay videos with audio, because you don't want to just go on a site and just blast you with whatever audio, right? So that's why some sites just have an autoplay video and you have to click to unmute it. I may do that here. I don't know. We'll see. But I have, just in case, yeah, you may need to click start to start the stream. And so that's why. Next to that is the open closed captions. So what's happening now is that as I'm speaking, I'm using the web speech recognition API to turn my speech to text. And then I transmit that text to where it shows up in the box that opens up when you click open closed captions. Then we have the add a clip and then create a highlight video. If there's anything random that you found interesting during these break sessions, you can actually click add a clip, and that'll take like 5 seconds around that time stamp, and you get 5 of those. And what'll happen is when you're done, you click create a highlight video. And so it saves that timestamp. And then once I hit stop broadcast, it goes to the back end. And I have a bunch of stuff doing like different API calls. And it will take those timestamps out of the recorded video, smash them together, put a custom intro, outro, and then it will show you, you'll be able to preview it and download it. And I'll show you where that's at. All right. Then, the countdown timer, that's counting down to when the next work session is. And so, like I said, they're normally like 15 minutes. The work sessions are like 45 minutes. So everything encompasses like an hour, right? So except for the last one I make like an actual hour work session, but we'll talk about that. Cool. Then we have, if you want to join the chat room, you can. So no pressure or anything, but if you want to join, if you have a question, you can do that. All right, cool. So now that's the break session. Let's talk about the work session. Work session will look like this. Oh, excuse me. Cherry juice. Now, the work session will look similar to this. Now, the actual background image is randomly selected. So it's some sort of like scenery that I thought was kind of like calming, right? And able to be focused on. So you see up here, upper right-hand corner, we have the home, shop, subscribe. Subscribe is where you can go to see all the upcoming ciphers, to see if you want to join one, you can subscribe to get notified when we go live. Then depending on if you're logged out or logged in, that log out would say log in, or log in or say log out. It's whatever. Then we have the audio player here. If you want to listen to some really, really good music while you're working on whatever it is that you're working on, I know a lot of really great producers. And so I asked a few of them if they wanted to submit some music for any random projects I make, and a few did. And so that's what we have there. It's a Bandcamp player. So as you can see, you could buy the track if you want to support the artist financially. You can share the track. And then I also added a tweet. So if you want to tweet out that you like the track, help spread the word about some cool artists, independent artists, right? All right. Then towards the center, we have the to-do section. This is where in the add a task, you put your task, you either hit the plus sign or hit enter, and it'll add it to this section here underneath to do. You'll be able to modify, like edit, delete, or like set it to done. Now, when you set it to done, it goes under the done section. And if you want to see them, you can click done and it will show them. Cool. Now, let's say everything's all finished, all good to go. I think my internet is messing up. Here we go. All right. You could click the tweet icon. It'll open up Twitter in a brand new browser tab, and it'll list all the things you got completed with like nice little check, a green check next to it. So it's kind of like an end of the way, like, yes, I completed things. I'm feeling good. I can progress into my week knowing I got stuff done, kind of thing. And for me, that helps me set the mood for like the week. I'm like, regardless of whatever happens in the week, I got some stuff done. I feel good. So that's me. I don't know. All right. Then we got another countdown timer. This one's counting down to when the next break session happens. And again, those happen 15 minutes after the hour. Below that, we have some tutorials. Let's say you've heard all this stuff about coding and you're like, oh, what's this coding stuff? Well, I have two like resources. There's Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. And from looking at them and from what people have said, I believe they'll give you a good like overview of what's like you get a good grasp of what is involved in web development. And so you can check those out, and it'd be kind of thing where you do it and then you set aside this time to do that, to do one of those programs or both. I'm not going to tell you what to do. And also, I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage. And so I have some tutorials there that I help kind of like I work on. And so I'm always looking for feedback. So I think they're cool projects. Like one of them is being able to, you create an application, you put in your phone number into the application, you hit call, and it'll ring your real world phone, and you'll be able to have a conversation between the phone and the browser. Cool stuff. Then we have the opposite, where you dial a virtual number. You build an application, you get a virtual number, you dial the virtual number with your real phone, and then you'll be able to pick it up in that application and have a conversation. Then we have one where there's you create an application, two users like log in, sign in, and one can call the other, and then you can have an audio conversation between them. Cool stuff. So that's under view tutorials. Then we have the Hako. We'll talk about the Hakos because I remembered I created slides for it a while ago, and so we'll talk about that soon. All right, now let's say there's something you wanted to talk about, like you found this cool thing and you want to let the world know like this cool thing exists. That's where you do show and tell sign up, and that you get like 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. It's like a lightning talk. Come up, talk about whatever it is I think is cool. Show people your joy in the thing that you found. So that's that. Then below that, remember that highlight video that you created? So the status will initially say submitted because it's submitted and being worked on. When it's done and ready to be viewed, it will say status done and have a view button. Click the view button. It'll show you a preview of your video that was created. You'll be able to download that video, and then again, you'll be able to send a tweet with that video. And what's cool is the link that's generated, it's a special link to you to where if because sometimes Twitter will embed like a preview video. That preview video in the tweet will be your video that you created. Now, like I said, sometimes I think it depends on like the size of the screen, or I don't know what Twitter does, but I've been attaching. I download the video and I attach them to the tweet, and I do the same thing on. I post to Instagram as well, so I have it there anyway. So yeah, so that way I know the video is always there with the tweets. Cool. Now, Hako. Hako stands for help a coder / creator out, right? And so with that, something, because I figured, sometimes you're working on stuff and you get stuck and you need help, or maybe you want to get feedback on something, right? You want to kind of make sure you're on the right path or what have you. So created Hakos. So now, so this again is the front page, the work sessions, and you can see it's a different background, but all the same stuff is still there. Now, what you do is, let's say you want to view what Hakos are going on, and I want to help some folks out, right? So you click view, and it'll bring you to this, right? And then it kind of shows that please make sure to check out the Hakos creator profile if you don't know them, right? So you'll be able to click the creator's name, because again, I don't police all this stuff, so I have no clue what's really going on. So you could click, make sure, do your due diligence, and click the profile to make sure that it's something that you want to get into, just in case. You know what I'm saying? So if it's like some weird, random, like just created profile, I probably wouldn't join. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to put that out there. So you can sign in with the GitHub or Twitter, and that way you can kind of check out what the people are about, and then you'll be able to join. Now you just don't join, but you request to join, and I'll show that. So now that's viewing. Now, if you wanted to create a Hako, you'd enter your title here. So it shows like a little form. Enter your title, and then you add any keywords, any relevant keywords to help people looking to be like, oh, okay, I want to join this because I know about these things. Then you click create, and then once you click create, it'll create an actual URL, like a unique URL for your room. You can copy the URL, or again, you can just share it on Twitter by clicking that link that says click to share to Twitter. And then you can join your Hako, right? Now, once you're in your Hako, this is how it's going to look. You have the title at the top. You can leave if you want over on the right-hand side. You can also open the menu to see who's in the Hako. We have another countdown timer. That's counting down to when the break session happens, all right? Because I kick everybody out of all Hakos, and you go right to the break session. Then we have the URL here, so you can copy the URL just in case if you need it again. Then we also have click to share on Twitter again. Also, admin controls. So you'll be able to see if a person wants to join your room. So, I'm going to that more, but then you also see the start screen share. You as the owner of the room are the only one that can screen share. All right, cool. And then we also have this is a text chat that's right here. And then you're also able to enable audio chat. So what you say, you'll be able to, it'll turn on your mic, and then you'll be able to say what, instead of typing, you can say what you want to say to the room. And what happens is, for people who don't have the audio chat on either, they'll be able to, if you don't have it on, in the text chat, it will say like via TTS, and it will take the words that you said, turn them into text, and then post them in the chat. So that way people who don't have the audio chat on can still see what's being said. Cool. And then we have enabled text to speech. So let's say you don't want to like see the screen, like maybe you're looking at another monitor and you still want to be able to hear what's happening. You can enable text to speech. So anything that pops up in the text chat will be said to you through the computer voice or what have you. So I wanted a way for people to be able to keep up with the conversation, you know what I mean, and however they want to. Cool. So now, let's say somebody tries to join. It goes under pending, right? And then you as the owner of the room can either approve or deny. Now, to make an informed decision, you can click the username. And then again, you'll be able to see their profile, whether it be GitHub or Twitter, depending on whatever it is. So again, do your due diligence. And if like they just created the Twitter account or GitHub account, that's a red flag. So now, let's say you do join, they have them join, and they just turned out to be a terrible person. You'll be able to ban them, and it kicks them out of the room. All right, so there's like safeguards in place. All right. Then, like I said, you as the owner of the room can share your screen, and then I think that's it. And so my hope is that, oh, and then here's like the chat. Here's how the chat happens. So my hope is, and then you can see it listed there as well. So final slide. My hope is that you'll be able to come together as a collective, as a group, and get you the solution you're looking for and or the feedback that you wanted. And so that is my hope for the Hakos. All right, cool. So I'm gonna get y'all back out. I'm get y'all back to work. Thanks again for hanging out. I'm gonna send y'all off with some traveling music though. So let me get that set up. Which one is it? Here you go. All right. So now this is Anthony Cruz, aka A Butter. The track is called Thank You, because I want to thank y'all for hanging out. And yeah, see you soon. I wish you much productivity. And yeah, hit me up on Twitter. Pretty much all the tweet links, tag me in them. And so if there's anything you want to get, get my attention, you can do that. All right. So again, thanks y'all for hanging out. And yeah, here we go. See y'all later. Make sure that loads. Cool. All right. Thanks, y'all. See you later.
I want to say thank you for holding on. When a brother was down and out, now I feel so strong. And I want to say thank you for being there. When a brother had nowhere to turn to, you were there. And I feel like, yeah. And everybody says, yeah. We spread it love like, yeah. I want to say thank you for holding on. When a brother was down and out, now I feel so strong. And I want to say thank you for being there. When a brother had nowhere to turn to, you were there. And I feel like, yeah. And everybody says, yeah. We spread it love like, yeah. I want to say thank you for holding on. When a brother